Anyway, we try to, our company is growing so fast right now and is getting such a reputation for being profitable and helping people build their business very quickly. We're seeing a lot of other network marketing people from other companies are joining us. And I mean some big leaders, people that were diamonds in other companies, people that were, the equivalent of a 50K or 100K in another company, and they're joining our company. And so when they do, they bring that vast array of knowledge, and I try to bring them onto these calls so that you can learn how they got started, how they're why they decided to get in our company, and how they're going forward to build with our company. So it's a great feeling to know that our company is doing so well that we're, without really chasing some of these people, we're getting people calling us and saying, we want to be part of what you're doing. We're excited. So this call here, like many of the calls we do, are designed for us to work as a family. We're not all on the same team, but we're all in the same company. A rising tide lifts all ships. So we want everybody to succeed in this business, whether you're part of my team or not, okay? But we're all part of a large family, and that's the way I want this to be treated. So we're all in this together. Also, the most powerful thing we can have for building this company is strong communication, a strong learning environment, being able to feel that we have people out there that you're a little confused about something, knowing the fact that you can easily reach out to somebody and ask questions and get answers. And part of what I'm doing here today is we're going to work on the back office, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of the questions I get asked are in the back office, and it's not like they're hidden. They're easily found. So I got a few things I want to touch base with real quickly, and then we're going to get into the back office, and I'm going to show you where everything is, and just remind you that we can't possibly tell you everything in an hour about that back office, but we can show you enough so you'll have a roadmap on how to find things. So having said all that, I'm a little dry here. I just told you why we do this call each week. And there's a certain amount of stuff I do at the very beginning that I do because I just want people to be up to date. Today, because of what I want to get into the back office, I'm going to be brief on this, but just to give you guys a few updates on countries, we're talking primarily African market for this call. We right now have offices and country managers in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, we have a presence in Rwanda, in Burundi, in Somalia, in Zambia, in Namibia, in Zimbabwe, in Botswana, and in Cameroon. That's just the people that I know about in my team, and there's other teams out there developing other things that I'm not aware of. But just in our circle, those are the countries that we're working in, and it's just exploding. It really is. I get calls all the time from people wanting to be added to what we're doing, and I can't be more serious about this. Big networkers. So don't be afraid to reach out to people that intimidate you, because you might think they're more successful than you are, because successful people are always looking for another avenue of income. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Okay. So you've got to realize that no matter how much money people are making, they are always looking for something more. So having said all that, that's just the thing I wanted to bring up as far as what we're doing in the African market. Communication. Okay, for anybody that's here is relatively new, if you haven't done it already, download WhatsApp, download Telegram. Obviously, you're on Zoom here, but if you have team members who aren't on Zoom, get them to download Zoom. Make sure you're on Facebook. Make sure you have access to YouTube videos, okay? That's all stuff that we use all the time. And it gives you the communication you need to learn from other people. It gives you the access of asking questions in different groups so you can get instant answers. So again, communication is so important. Anybody that wants to contact me for personal questions, for any question you might have, let me give you this. If you got a paper and a pen, my personal phone number is 1-802-343-9075. I'll say that one more time, 1-802-343-9075. That's my personal phone number. Of course, my WhatsApp, it's my Zoom. I'm sorry, not my Zoom, my Telegram. So you can reach me there. If you want to friend me on Facebook, it's Dale.Franklin, Franklin, .378. That's my official Facebook address. I'd love to be friends with all of you. And I learn from everybody. Everybody in this business, I always learn something from everybody I chat with. So again, we have all that. We have one of my teammates, Jody Levanway. She, once people are hooked with my team, she sends out a list of apps to download and how to download them if you're having trouble doing that. She sends out a list of groups that we have to join. She actually does a daily, once you've done all that, she sends out a daily posting of meetings that are coming up the following day. And she sends them out with the addresses, with the passwords, if there's one, the time of the call. So there's really no reason for anybody to ever miss a call or anybody to ever have somebody that they've just talked to that's intrigued about the business and wants to know more. There's places to take them every single day. You can do it yourself, but why do that when you have experienced people around the world that are doing presentations constantly? Just plug them in. This is the easiest business in the world. Just invite. So that's that. I just want to throw out a few thank yous too to like Barb DeZetis, who's on here. She does a lot of my social media work, and most of it, as a matter of fact. And she's the one that takes these meetings like this and turns them into YouTube videos, and so that we can send them out and people can pass them around as they need be. So she keeps me on the up and up on all the technical stuff that I couldn't possibly handle myself. And Lyle Reynolds, I want to thank her because a lot of these posters that you see out there are posters that she created for me. So I'm not very technical, but I got a lot of good friends that are. So that's how we do that. Just real quick, a couple meetings to let you know about. Obviously, we have this meeting every Monday. The Win Network with Alton and Adrian in South Africa, they do daily meetings. Their address is 897-379-4636. Chris Bailey out of the United States, out of Maryland, he does every Saturday. He does a opportunity presentation, which would the Kenya time would be 8 p.m. Base your time off of that. He does an opportunity presentation every single Saturday. So if you got people that you want to present to on Saturday, he's the guy to go to. He does a phenomenal presentation. His address, Zoom address is 777-352-8173. I'll say that again, 777-352-8173. And his password is 112021, basically January 1st, 2021. And then the last one I want to bring up real quickly is Josh Swagel, of course, our owner of our company. He's having a corporate call this Thursday at 9 p.m. Kenya time on February 4th. So that's all the updates we have. I'm now going to share my screen. Okay, somebody give me a thumbs up. Can you see that?
Yeah, we got it.
You got it? Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to start right quick with the basics. You'll be amazed how many people get into this business and they pick a username and they pick a password and they don't write it down, and then they don't know how to get into their website. So when you sign people up, make sure that you always tell them to write down password and username and place it somewhere where they know where it is. Okay. I know that sounds simple, but it's you wouldn't believe how many times I have to deal with that. Once you've joined and you want to get to your website, basically your website is just mydailychoice.com/ and your username. It's that simple. Okay. And that'll bring you to this website that you're seeing right now. This is a website I made for my wife, so I'd have something to demo. So when you get on and if you use your username, it's going to wrap here in the black line at the top, it's going to say welcome. This one says welcome to Kathy Franklin's site. It'll say the same thing about yours. Now this is where your customers go. This is where your customers go, and they can order products. They can choose by brand using the blue line at the top. They can choose, or they can choose over here brands. But again, it's just like anybody else's website. It's a place where people can go to buy. And if they want to know a little bit more about the business, they can also look there. Okay. But it's this is primarily a sales tool where you send your customers so they can order product. They order it. The company sees the order. The company takes the payment. The company makes up the order and ships it out. So they take all the work away from you. So if once you got people using your website and doing it on a monthly basis, you've got a residual income, and it's that simple. You don't even have to realize that they're doing it, other than the fact that I'd strongly recommend you follow up with them once every month or two to see if they're happy with the products. So from there, we're going to go to the back office. So back office, log in. Just click the login button. I know I'm being pretty simplistic here, but I've had so many people that just could not even get there. So the top box, you put in your username. The bottom box, you put in your password, and you're on your way into the back office. So here we are in your back office. Now, I'm amazed how many people don't use this as much as I do. There is so much information back here, and it keeps us up to date on so many things. They're constantly updating it. And as you see this basically the home page, the first thing you're going to see is we now have bundles that incorporate more than just one of our brands. Remember before, if you want to buy a starter kit with HempWorks, you could only have HempWorks products, or you want to buy if you just want to buy the sprays, if you want to buy the spray package, all you could buy with the sprays. Now you can basically bundle up what you want. Some of the stuff is specific to it, to the order, and some of it is stuff you can choose the flavors and all that kind of stuff. So again, it's set up very, very well, so you can have a whole array of all the stuff that we sell. Okay, so that's brand new. And down through here, if you scroll down a little bit further, it's amazed how many people just don't scroll down. There's if you want to follow our company corporate office on Facebook, all you do is punch the button and do your thing. Same thing with Telegram, Instagram, YouTube. You can come over here and connect with your Genius app. You can change your auto ship. Just from this one page, you can run your business quite efficiently. But this is just your standard homepage. Now, dashboard is where you go to keep track of your team. Okay. Obviously, this one is just a demo, so it doesn't show a lot. But you can look at this and you can see, okay, how much do I have in loyalty rewards from my auto ships? What's my volume on my left leg, my right leg? You can go to the unilevel part of this, and you can look and see who's got the points. Okay, who's got the volume? Who's helping you? Who needs help? It just gives you a chance to really look over your whole business and see what's going on. Okay. Now, one other thing I want to show here too, while we're right here, in this one here, you see how, and this happens quite often. People get in this business and they start doing fairly well on the binary tree, but they don't realize they're grading the volume because it's people that were put in after you or before you are building, and they're creating volume on your company, on your business, and you don't even realize it because maybe you're not doing that much yourself, so you think there's not much there. In this particular setup I created here, if my wife, if she became active by having bringing her BV up to 40, and she had one on either leg, she's already got volume here, carryover volume of binary of $5,334, right, on her weak leg. So if she can get somebody to sign up on both sides, and she can get her volume up for herself, which she would do, your binary commission off of that alone would be about $780. Okay, so she's going to spend 40, and well, it would be roughly $70. She'll spend about $70 to get active. She will she goes out and finds a couple people to join, and besides getting the commission on the people she joined, she's got $780 worth of binary commission just sitting there waiting for her to collect. Now, not only does she have that much money, but remember, we all get leadership check match, the people above her that helped her get in the business. So if I was her upline, if she got let's call it $800. If she got $800 in binary commissions in check match, I'm going to get 30% of that because I was the one that brought her in. Okay, so I'm going to make about $240, and then the person that got me into the business, my upline, is going to get 20% of that. So he's going to make about what did I say? 200. Well, he's going to make 10% of that, and then his upline is going to make commissions on it too. So in other words, because she was aware that she had this, and because she found out that what she had to do to qualify, she could earn almost $800. I could earn $240. My upline could earn $160. Their upline could earn $80. So there's a lot of money on the table that gets missed out on if somebody doesn't explain to her that she has money on the table. Okay, I hope I explained that well. It gets a little confusing, but again, it's something that you can track using this back office. Now, we're going to go to, let me see here. Where am I? Oh, right there. When we go to my account, all these things are things that can help you. Auto ship. This is where you can go in and create your auto ship for each month. Now, I know a lot of people, they get irritated because they have to have an auto ship. Well, you know, I own a tire store and I sell tires. Now I have tire suppliers close to me. They can deliver many of my tires to me whenever I need them. But that doesn't mean that I don't store any tires. You know, I've got to have tires for display. I got to have tires for that customer comes in when maybe my suppliers aren't available to ship to me right off quick. So I carry a certain amount of inventory so I can stay in business. And then the rest of it, I rely on my suppliers. Well, it's the same thing with us, okay? You want to have an auto ship. So number one, you're using some of the product so you can testify that you've used it and the product works. You need some so you can just show people, and you're going to have those people that are going to be out of product and go on, need it right now and don't have the time to wait for it to be ordered, and you can sell them the product directly. So an auto ship allows you to do that. An auto ship allows you to be in business, to stay in business, to you know, run your business the way it should be run. And any businessman in any industry where you're selling a product knows they have to have a certain amount of inventory just to stay afloat. Okay. But again, anything else is sold and the customer's not in a hurry, they can order it through your website and you don't have to deal with that. But you should have at least enough inventory every month so that you are keeping yourself active and you have product to use and you have product to take care of those customers that need something in a hurry. So that's why auto ship is so important. Success coaches. I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but when these success coaches are the three people directly above you. And when you pull it up, there's their phone number, there's their all their contact information. So if you're having trouble, if you're struggling, and say the person directly above you for whatever reason quit, you can go on here and look at this and go, okay, if CEO Lifestyles quit, which they never would, that's Alton Patterson. He's doing a fantastic job. But if he ever quit, actually, I got this in reverse. This would be the first guy. Alton would be the third. But if for some reason I quit, you could always go to Infinite Horizons and get their information and have them help you train. And if they weren't there for some reason, you could always go to Alton Patterson. So again, for people who feel like they've gotten lost because maybe the person who got them in the business isn't that active anymore, this is where you go to find out who is above you that is active and see if they can help you. Let's go back here. Credit Wallet. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Credit Wallet. That could be a training in itself, but Credit Wallet is basically a place where you can actually have your commissions put so you have it internal, and that way you can transfer money between different distributors. Say you had a distributor that was maybe short 20 BV to qualify for a rank, and that rank would also help you qualify for something. You could transfer some money to them, or you could buy product with your credit wallet and order it to be shipped to you, but give them the credit, so it would help you and help them both reach a rank. So again, that's there's a lot more on that, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that today. Loyalty rewards. Again, this is for the auto ship. If you work your auto ship the way you should be working it, and you order every single month on auto ship. Now, when I say you order people say, well, I don't always want the same product every month. Well, you don't have to. You just order the product, you create your auto ship, you pick whatever you want, and then each month, when the new month comes around before the date that it's supposed to be shipped, you can go in and you can change it. So you can get different products. But as long as you have the auto ship every month, you're going to have, and continue on with it. For the first 3 months, you're going to get a 10% loyalty rebate. After 6 months, you're getting 4 to 6 months, you're getting 15%, 7 to 9 months, 20%, 10 to 12 months, 25%. And if you've done it for over a year, you're going to get 30% loyalty dollars. What does that mean? That means that by the 13th month, if you're buying, say, a director pack each month, so you can have, say, four products from the HempWorks product, or 8 from the sprays, you could end up in that 3-month period, you could end up with $180 worth of credit. You'd have $180 worth of free product that you could turn around and sell, and all that money would go right in your pocket. Okay, so again, there's and I don't know of any other network marketing company that does this. So our Jay-Z put this together, so he wants you to have those auto ships so that we're all active, we're all learning, using the products, we're all experiencing the products, and he's done this so that it kind of gives you the benefit of almost forcing your hand to do it, while you're to prove to everyone that our products are so good. Payment options, just real quickly. This is where you can go to change. If you're getting paid with a debit card and you decide you want to have it direct deposit to your bank account, you can do that. You can get paid in Bitcoin. A lot of people in Africa do that. You can get paid in like a Payoneer card up top, which is a debit card. I don't recommend that so much, because I personally have had a lot of my team have trouble with getting paid with that. It seems to drag on and on and on. I recommend going with the direct deposit right to your bank account, or if you don't have that, going with Bitcoin. But you can choose any one you want. We also, of course, down at the bottom here, you can even choose gold, platinum, or silver if you want to get paid that way. So that's that. The next thing I want to spend time with is on my website. Okay. Oh, let's get there. Replicated websites. There's a lot of confusion here, because people always asking me, well, what's the difference between a website and a landing page? What the website is the site, for the most part, that you send your customers to purchase product. Okay, it's where people can go and they're comfortable because they're familiar with websites. Every company has a website. So we're going to talk about websites first. If you see here, these links all end with K5D Enterprises. That's the name that I gave my wife's account. So you can pick. This is the normal website, that the default website that everybody has. But if you want to do something specific, if say you just want to do the CashX business, or you just want to do the CBD brand, or you only just want to do the travel, you can actually choose the one that, like High Life Travel over here. You can click on that link and you can send that link to your friend, and they will get a website that just primarily shows the travel. Now at the top, all of them will still have the list of all the different businesses that we deal with, and they could buy anything they want from that website. It just gives you ability to emphasize more on any one of our companies. So again, if you're happy with the generic website, just stick with it and go with that one. But if you ever want to get specific and just do the sprays or just the mantra oils or whatever, you can pick and choose that. The next part of the website is the capture pages. This is the genius part of our business. Okay, this is how you introduce so many people to our company, both they can learn about the products here, but primarily it's about learning about the business. And each one of these links obviously will have your username at the end of it. You just have to copy the link that you like best and either send it by email, messenger, text, whatever way you want to send it to your friends. And you basically just say, hey, I'm in something new. I'm excited. I thought of you when I was getting into this, and I'd love you to check this out. Check out my link. It's going to ask you for your first name, your last name, your email, and your phone number if you're willing to give it to me. And it's going to take you to a spot where you can watch 4 short videos. It takes about 12 minutes. Would you do that for me? That's all you have to do. And then you incorporate the link. Now, the great thing about these links is the fact you can do one of 2 things. You can pick the link that you like best that represents you and use that, or you can choose the one that represents them, okay? If you've got a friend who's big into health, maybe you choose one here with a girl doing yoga. If you've got somebody that's older, that's maybe coming close to retirement, and you want to kind of get their attention from that, you know, send them, here's one with a woman with gray hair, a man with gray hair. What's your plan B? Send that, you know, use it to kind of pigeonhole people, you know, so that when you send it, it's relating to them. Okay. So you can do anything you want with these, but there's tons of them to choose from. You can pick just the travel and send the travel one. You can pick just the a CashX one and do that. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. But the beauty of this is once you send them and they register, then they're going to get an email from the company welcome them to the business, checking it out. And they're going to send you an email and said, hey, somebody just registered, pre-enrolled under your name, and they're going to and they're looking at the videos right now. You should follow up. Oh, sorry on that. Spam. So that's that. Now the next one I'm going to show you is one that I have so many people ask me this question all the time. This is also under website. Digital catalogs. How many people have asked me, oh, wow, I wish we had a brochure. Can we make a brochure? Will the company make a brochure? Is there any access to brochures? Well, here it is right here. These catalogs are links that you can send to people. And I mean, they are beautifully done. I mean, you take the HempWorks one, preview it. And I'm amazed how many people don't know these are here. But again, there's all the HempWorks products broke down as far as the individual and what it tells you some background on what CBD oil is, what the cannabis oil, endocannabinoid system is. It's got everything you'd need to show people why they want to buy your products. It explains it. It's all in color. It breaks everything down by individual product within the company, and you know, everything's there you need. So when people are constantly asking me, oh, I wish you had a brochure, we have them right here. And again, it covers the whole thing. It's beautifully done. And I'm just shocked at how many people don't know that these are here. Let's see here. Okay, so that's that. Next thing I'm going to is training. Every morning when I get up, I pull down one of these videos and I play it. This is how I get charged in the morning to get started. Okay, there are some incredible videos here. They're all about an hour long. And I mean, anything and everything you want to know about this company is here. I mean, you've got the four videos that you send out to your prospects are right there for you. The Josh and Jenna story is right there. The weekly trainings, these are the weekly trainings that they were doing all last year. These are the copies of them. There are some, I mean, you got it on, you got Josh talking about the business, you got quick start training, you've got recruiting, you got Josh talking about the compensation plan. And then on top of that, you've got so many of them, so many people that they invited to talk to. I mean, people that have been doing this business for years who are world renowned, you know, let's see, we had Todd Falcone, we had Eric Worre, we had in our own company. We have one of the top networkers in the world in Robert Hollis. And there's a few here that I really like myself, like a lot. If you haven't watched any of these yet, I would start with this one right here, webinar training by Candice Bird Davis and Antonina Griffin. Okay, these are two powerhouse women who both, I think they would agree, they came from nothing, and in a very short period of time they became super successful in this business. And they have a strategy on how to do it. They have they're full of energy, and they're again, they're powerhouses. So that would be one I'd look at. You can never go wrong with Ed Mylett. He does a great job. There's another one I want to point out here too while I'm right here. This young lady right here, Lindsay Tronelone, when she was doing this, she was a 25K affiliate. And I got to admit, when she came on and introduced me, and they introduced her as a 25K affiliate, I thought to myself, oh God, most 25K affiliates I listen to, they've gotten to that point where they're so kind of full of the fact that they've succeeded to that point that it's usually kind of a bragging session. And so it's something that I normally don't enjoy listening to. She has a plan. She has an overall plan on how she's doing this business, and I just got a lot out of her. So she's another one I'd recommend you look at whenever you get a chance. So again, there's so much back here. There is product training. There is the benefits of CBD. There's individual training like Tina Joy Carroll and Fraser Brooks. They did a great one on training on the internet, social media. Compliance training. Okay, we always have to protect the house. Okay, you don't want to be saying stuff out there that gets us in trouble. So listen to some of the compliance training. Just learn what we can say and we can't say. Okay. I myself have got in trouble a few times saying things that were on the bubble. Most of the time I didn't even realize it. They will send you a little email and they'll say, we saw something you did on Facebook. We don't want you doing that anymore. Please take it down. And I have. So they're more willing to be polite and just slap your hand. But again, if you continue to do it, they can remove you from the company. So again, know what you can and can't do. But again, if you are truly interested in building your business, learn from these people. These are the best of the best. Use it as a way to energize yourself first thing in the morning to get started, and just go out there and kill it afterwards. Contact Manager. Contact Manager is a perfect place for you to go when you want to check on your team. It tells you what they're doing for business for the month so far. To me, I use it for two things. If I got somebody that's doing really, really well, I reach out to them and congratulate them. And if I see somebody struggling, it lets me know that I should be out giving them a little bit more assistance. I never leave anybody behind as long as they're showing the fact that they're working. Okay. If I have somebody who, after helping them several times, they're just not putting in the effort, I have to leave them and go and move on, because I got too many people that are working hard, and I want to make sure I give them every chance to succeed. But this is an area that gives you a chance to really check out your guys. And usually the phone number and the emails and all that are right there, so you can instantly just reach out to them. So I look at this on mine. I look at this quite often, usually once a day, at least every other day, and just look for people that I might be able to reach out to and help. So again, this whole overall back office is a business in a box. Gives us so many things that we can do and help people with. I'm going to slide down now to the important stuff here. Tools. Okay. No matter where you are in the world, I think there's a couple of things that are important when you first get in this business. I don't care how you get in this business. I don't care if you get in for free, you get in as a builder, as a director, or as an executive to begin with. But your first goal should be to build to executive level so that you're not leaving money on the table. Okay. That's the first goal. The second goal is to make sure you have the equipment you need for strong communication. In Africa, most people do that all with phones, and that's fine. Make sure you have a smartphone. Make sure you invest your first amount of money that you make in this company in becoming an executive if you haven't already. Your second tranche of money that you make in this business, make sure you have a smartphone, okay? Third, if you're really serious about this business, you really want to grow this business, make sure you have a laptop or some sort of computer, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff in this back office and other things that you can work with for this business, for this industry, that doesn't work as well on a phone as it does on a computer. So I say those are the tools you need. Now, can you build without a computer? Absolutely. Can you build without a phone? It's tough, but yeah, you can do it. But bottom line is, any business, when you get started, you want to invest in the tools that you need to be successful. And that's what I recommend. After you've done those three things, then the money you start making, it's yours. Do what you want with it, okay? MDC Genius app is our phone app. Now, if you aren't using that, you should be, because it is a phenomenal tool. The thing I love about it is if I send out some landing page links to people through the phone, and it tells me exactly what's going on with it. If I have somebody, I call them up and I say, hey, did you get a chance to look at the videos? And they say, yeah, I looked at them. I'm not really interested. I can look and say, and look at my app and go, you haven't looked at those videos yet, or however you want to handle that, but it'll tell you whether or not they watch the videos. Okay. So sometimes people just blow you off and you never know why. And if they're good friends, you could say, hey, Joe, I know you didn't look at the videos. I got an application here that says you didn't look at it. He'll laugh and say, yeah, you caught me. Will you look at it? Yes, I will. When? That type of thing. If it's somebody that you don't know that well, you certainly don't want to accuse them of being a liar, but at least you have the information so you know how to work it from there. So that's again, there's so much to learn on the MDC Genius app. We could spend hours on that alone. I'll show you. There is a Jay-Z has a 1 hour training session just on that, and I'll show you where that is here in just a minute. But again, use that at all possible. Now, I think the next thing is one of the most important things we have: resources. And I think a lot of people don't use this. Resources is where everything is. Okay, if you want to do an opportunity presentation, download this one. It's a full slideshow, guys. It's a full slideshow of everything you need. And I was doing a lot of my stuff without using slideshows, and I decided I want to use one. And I got stuck in a presentation where I had to use one, and I hadn't planned on it. And I pulled this down. I had never looked at it, and it was so intuitive that I was able to go through and do the presentation, having never even seen the slideshow before, and it came off, not too bad. Okay, I'll be the first to admit I'm not the greatest speaker in the world, so this gives me having these type of tools certainly helps me keeps me on track. So again, you have the opportunity presentation here, you have product price sheets, you have the comp plan right there. And the thing I want to point out here too is, and this is something a lot of people don't realize, we have all this stuff in multiple languages. Say you got somebody you're talking to in Russia. Click on that, and it's going to show you what we have. Okay, so we got these three things are in Russian now. So we know exactly what we have that we can share with them. I think I was pulled up Romania earlier. When you pull up Romania, all we have right now is the opportunity presentation and the compensation plan. But when you click them open, the whole thing is written in their language. So again, I get so many people that call me up or write me and say, do we have anything in French? Do we have anything in Spanish? And the easiest thing to do is just go here, click on French. Yes, we have three potential tools that you can use for French-speaking countries. So be aware that that is all there. The brands, you can pull things up by brands. Say you just want the information on a CashX. It's going to bring up all the stuff on a CashX, including, did you notice right there, the CashX training, product overview and training by the CEO himself. So that'll teach you how to do that. An introductory video on it. Everything you need to get started. So you can pull stuff up by brands, by assets. You can pull up things that if you want to just the videos. You could just click on that and everything that you see now is just the videos. So again, everything is set up to be very user-friendly and to work with you. A few more things I want to point out here. Policies and procedures is important to kind of take a look at so you know how we should run this business. You have, if you're doing stuff where you need the logos are right there. This steps to success. This is a step-by-step, I believe this is like 30 pages long. This is a step-by-step tool when you first get started. It tells you what to do your first day and so on and so on and so on. It's just, it's very underused. It's a very valuable product for everybody. Again, there's videos on a lot of the products. There's explanations on a lot of stuff. And I think if I remember right down here, something else. You can break it down by the travel. Oh, right here. If you want to, a lot of people ask me how a lot of people see that infographic. It shows the 7 ways to get paid, and they don't know where to find it. It's right here. So you can download that and use that as part of your presentation. A lot of this stuff, I create myself a little folder with little page protectors, you know, the plastic page sheet protectors, and I pick out some of the stuff like the comp plan and things like that, and I just slide them in there, and I have that in my truck. So if I'm talking to somebody where I'm not in a place where I can get a good connection, at least I have something that I can show people. Okay, so I've enrolled people sitting in my truck before, just showing them stuff that I had access to on that little folder. So that's tools. Couple of things I want to say about this. You see, it says advertising. It says leads and traffic. Now, I'd probably be shot by Jay-Z if you heard me saying this, but I haven't ever had good luck with buying leads. I don't care where I got them from. I think it's a waste of your money. I think there's enough. I do trainings on how to find more people to reach out to, just from the people you're presenting to, and there's really no reason to ever pay for leads or traffic. And be honest with you, I think the leads that you do buy are terrible. I bought leads once way back when, and you know, it seemed like 10% of the people had died. So they're old leads, and you're paying big money for them, and I'm just not that impressed myself. Somebody else out there might debate with me, but that is how I feel about it. International expansion. I have a lot of people constantly asking me, okay, are we in such and such a country? Do we have an office in such and such a country? Well, you go back here and you click on any country that's here, and it'll tell you what we sell. Let's see, Czech Republic, what do we sell there? Wow, they're part of the European Union. We sell all the stuff you see listed in their country, okay? Do they have an office? You scroll down the bottom, there's nothing listed here, so no, they don't have an office. But if you go to, let's go to Kenya. This shows you what you can buy in Kenya, but it also shows, oh, we have an office there. I've been to that office many times, the Rohani House in Nairobi, Kenya. It's a beautiful office. In fact, all the offices that we create throughout the world are always top shelf. There's always a place for our inventory there. There's always a nice entryway. There's always plenty of office space for the employees. And there's always a big office that'll hold anywhere from usually 60 to 100 people, where you can do presentations or bring people to have to listen to presentations that are already scheduled. So if you have people in another country that you want to get them in this business, and a lot of, if you have contacts and they're not that close a contact, and they're a little suspicious. Most African markets, they really do want to see an office. If in fact, a lot of companies there, they call them suitcase companies, because they don't have an office. They do everything out of a suitcase, and the Africans just don't trust them that much. And I don't blame them, because it's, you know, if a company wants to be active in a country, they should show that they're serious. They should show that they're willing to make the investment, and that's what our company is doing. So many network marketing companies will talk to somebody and say, hey, you build in your country we had a gentleman in Kenya was like that. The company said, you build in your country for a while, and then we'll start an office there and really help you out. And the guy spent a year building a team and doing everything he needed to do through all the hard work of getting it registered in the country. Waited for product that had to be shipped from China, the whole 9 yards. And after a year, they called him one day and said, nah, I guess we're not coming there. Well, that's not right. And that's not the way we do business. We might reach out to a country that we have offices in Kenya. And when we opened in Uganda and Tanzania at the very beginning, we shipped product from Kenya until we made sure we had enough people that were interested in that country and made sure that we had all the proper licensing that we had to have. So we do that for a short period of time, but almost immediately, as soon as we had leadership there, we opened offices there. So again, this gives you the information on where the office is, so you can send people there. It gives you the name of our country manager, Cyrus Mathu, good friend of mine. It gives you his email, it gives you his phone number. So you can reach out to him and say, hey, I got somebody that lives just outside of Nairobi. He'd like to come and see the office on Wednesday. Is that a possibility? And would you be willing to meet him? I mean, that's how simple this thing is. And he will do that for you. Whenever you send somebody to an office in another country, always try to get them pre-enrolled so you have a paper trail that shows that you had them tied to you. That's just to protect. Now, Cyrus would never do this, but there are offices around the world where there's people sitting there watching what's going on, and there's a chance you could have somebody stolen from you by somebody else. They'd actually poach them onto their team. So if you make sure that you have them pre-enrolled, then there's a paper trail. If something like that happened, we can always follow the paper trail and say, no, you were talking to them first, they're yours. So just protect yourself on that. But again, this is a place where you can find out everything you need to know about the international market and what's available for sale in each country. Let's see what else we have there. Okay, I guess that's it there. Couple of last things before we close. I'm not going to spend time on shop, but I'm going to say something about special packs. Once it comes up. Okay. You know, we have sample packs, and when you order them through your MDC Genius, but you have to buy the credits through here. And you click on this, like you can buy 3 credits, they're $15. So basically $5 a piece. And that's all it costs to send somebody a sample. Okay. And they can send samples of right now of the HempWorks ones I think are now $10, but the $5 ones are the coffee and some of the sprays. Then up here is something I wanted to point out to you, is in Africa especially, and in other countries, in other parts of the world too, people don't like to have to do an auto ship. And so like the Asian market right now, when they sign up, instead of signing up for say a executive kit by itself and then signing up for an auto ship, they sign up for upwards to a 12-month right here, 12-month qualifying executive pack. Okay. And that'll keep them an executive for 12 months. They'd get 40 sprays to begin with, and you get 200 BV towards your first month, 25 BV for each of the next 11 months. For people that you're afraid are going to join and won't do the auto ship, and so they're going to become inactive, this is a great way, if they want to do it, this is a great way to get them and keep them active for a year. If you have people that sign up this way and they stay active for a year, the odds are much greater that they will succeed, because they're not going to get thrown out of the company because they forgot to order an auto ship. What I use a lot of times is this one right here, the 60 sprays, 6-month qualifying spray executive pack. They get 60 sprays. I get 90 BV the first month, and I get 90 BV for the next 5 months towards me. But that also gives them fully qualified as an executive for 6 months. I figure that gives me a chance to help them, coach them. And you got to remember, when you're dealing with a lot of people, sometimes people, if they're not real vocal, they can fall through the cracks. So if you have somebody that got in like a month ago, and suddenly you're looking at them and go, God, they didn't, or 2 months ago, and they didn't sign up for an auto ship, you've lost them. But this way, 2 months down the road, you're looking at them and go, I haven't heard much from them. Let me reach out to them and see what I can do to help them. Again, you should be talking to all your leaders on a more regular basis than that. But again, when you get to the point where you're handling hundreds and thousands of people, sometimes people can get lost. And this just gives us a chance to stay on top of them while they're still active. So just a thought on something you can offer. Again, a lot of the Asian market loves this. They like to buy one kit and be done with it and know that they're will be active for the next 6 months or a year. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the CashX or the High Life Travel, because both of them you could take basically an hour or more on each one of those to train. Here's one thing I just want to finalize with that a lot of people are not aware of is we are able to sell to stores. Okay, we can sell wholesale to stores. There's just some caveats. Now, again, you won't make as much money because the BV gets dropped because they're trying to make it profitable enough for the store to buy it and make money at it. But let's say, just for instance, here is you can buy a 50 pack. It costs them $1,900. You get 500 BV, which works out to them paying $38 per bottle, and they pay a one-time $35 flat shipping cost. Okay, then they get to pick 50 of these. They choose to pick these any way they want to, until it comes to 50. Okay, they do that. We have a 100 pack. We have a 250 pack. So when it gets to 250, that costs $7,500. You get 1,500 BV. It costs $30 per bottle and $120 flat shipping cost. Now, the thing about this, so that we protect our distributors, one thing the store has to understand is they have to sell this for the same price as a distributor sells it. Okay, they can't cut the price. If they're caught cutting the price, they will never be able to purchase our products again. Okay, and the company is very, very serious about this. We want to protect our distributors. We will not have somebody undercutting us. So this is a chance for you to get product into stores. You won't make as much money, but there again, if you've got a big store that's going through 250 bottles a month, it can add up substantially over a year's time. But again, you have to emphasize the fact with them, you have to make the full profit. Now, once you tell a store that, and they realize how serious we are, who's going to complain about making, if they're selling the stuff for $69 a bottle and it's cost them $30, who's going to be upset with making over 100% markup? So again, this is something not a lot of people do, but it's there, and I want everybody to be aware of it. The last thing, support. We don't have, we have our offices in many countries, and you can go to our offices there and get support. You can get the phone numbers from the country managers or their emails and reach out to them for support. But we have a huge support team right there in Las Vegas. And if you need something, if you're having a problem that you can't get fixed anywhere else, if for whatever reason you're just not able to get into the office, or you haven't been able to get in contact with somebody, just reach out to corporate. They usually, now they're busy. They'll usually get back to you within 24 hours. Many times it's much earlier than that. Or you can call them if you want. But again, there is a whole support team there just to help us succeed. Remember, we are the ones that are making the money to pay their salaries. So they're going to they're going to help you all they can, because as long as we're successful, they're going to have a job. So again, sometimes I find that so many people reach out to their uplines and leaders for little things, especially things that are, they made a mistake. They ordered something, double ordered something or whatever. Well, reaching out to me to have me help you with that. If I have the time, that's great. I'll be glad to help you. But the thing is, I'm going to do the same thing you're going to do. I'm going to call support and see if they can't straighten it out. So in a case like that, I usually try to get people to do it on their own. It goes right back to that old story about, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and he can feed himself for a lifetime. It's the same thing with support. Get comfortable with handling small everyday problems on your own. so that your uplines and leaders can spend their time helping you in other ways that are more important to you, as far as helping grow your business by them building their team and placing people under them, and whatever else they do to support you. All the trainings that we do, all the WhatsApp groups, all the responses we have on Telegram and all that all takes time. And we're trying to build our own business too. So again, when it comes to little things like this, please, if it's all possible, reach out to the corporate office or the country managers and get that taken care of on your own. If for some reason it doesn't work, then reach out to us by all means, and we will certainly step in and make sure things get fixed. But we're just trying to make it very as efficient as possible. So we're at about an hour. I hope this helped. Like I said, some of the stuff that I just taught you on, I actually just learned this morning. I thought I knew a lot about this back office, and I'm in here all the time, but I wasn't as aware of like the changes in the language, how much more extensive that's gotten than it was the last time I looked. So again, use these tools. They're there to help you grow. If you've never been part of another network marketing company, you have no idea how good our system is compared to anything else out there. And take advantage of it. We have, as far as I'm concerned, we have the best company in the market. And I'm a firm believer. I've known Jay-Z since he was 20. He's had a Sunday dinner at my home. We've talked about the future. I know how he thinks. This company's going to be around for 40, 50 years in the future. And I have no doubt about that whatsoever. And I'm a firm believer that this network marketing company, this company we're members of right now, My Daily Choice, will eventually be the biggest company in the world in our industry. So I hope you all believe that. I hope you see the value in what we have here. And again, I gave you my information. If you have follow-up questions, I don't want to overrun too much today. We're at 1 hour right now. But feel free to reach out to me, and I'll make sure I respond to anybody who asks questions. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember, we do this every Monday. I always enjoy doing it. It gives me a chance to connect with everybody that comes on, and it allows me to connect with people from so many countries. If you were on here earlier, you saw that I was talking to different people. We have people on this from all over Africa, all over the United States. I think there was one even I saw from Australia. So again, thank you for listening to me, and I look forward to seeing you again in the near future. This call is now over.